We have 8 girls who were selected from Quilcene, from Chimacum, and from Blue Heron Middle Schools. Selected by, well, they had to be, first of all, nominated by their science and math teachers. Then they had to go through an interview process. They had to write an essay. They were selected, and we sent them to Tech Trek Camp at Pacific Lutheran College University this summer for a week.
I have never stayed on a college campus before Tech Trek, and yes, it's and I was never really had a chance to go to Mount Rainier, and I never been to classes with other people from Washington, like other students, and I have been in math, science, and language arts, but never like biology or engineering or anything.
Before Tech Trek, I didn't know how to code, and I didn't know what the computer 8-bit system was, and I didn't know what a DDoS attack was.
Before Tech Trek, I've never been to the Harvard Bottom Watch, which that's really fun. And I've never stayed on a college campus. Didn't know any robotic programming, and that I could program a robot to do things that I wanted to do. I learned just some coding, and I've never had a scholarship to something so fun.
First of all, I would like to thank you for sending us to a fun experience camp. The classes were really awesome. They weren't like school. They weren't like school at all. Every session we had a hands-on activity. Like one of my favorite lab workshops was in shellfish biology. We got to dissect an oyster and got to learn different types of clams, mussels, and also we got to hold a gooey duck. We did other things like learning about the cardiovascular system, plus we got to see a sheep's heart and exercise physiology. There was so many things at camp, but those were my highlights from my experience at Tech Trek. Before I wrap it up, I would like to thank you again for donating funds so we can go to camp. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Melanie Bacon, and thanks to you, I had the opportunity to go to Tech Trek this past summer. It was a great experience because the classes were all interesting, the teachers were energetic, nice, and excited about what they were teaching. I took chemistry as my core class, and I'm glad that I did. In chemistry, we got to learn the science behind soap making and got to make our own. One of the highlights for me was professional women's science. I've always wanted to be an Imagineer and an engineer that works at Disneyland, and one of the jobs of the first speaker was an Imagineer. It was inspiring to hear about her projects. In addition to our core classes, we did labs and other subjects. One of my favorite labs was roller coaster physics. We learned how roller coasters stay on the tracks and the electronics didn't power them. It's all kinetic and potential energy. I met some very nice girls that I still keep in touch with, and it was interesting because all the girls there wanted to learn about math and science and wanted to be there. I went to a different camp the summer before, and when I left, I thought I might go back, I might not. What was so special about Tech Trek was that as soon as I left, right after a closing ceremony, I knew I wanted to go back, which sadly isn't an option. But I hope I'll come back as a counselor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jenna Hegel, and this past summer I was lucky enough to attend Tech Trek. My favorite part about Tech Trek was being able to have a real college experience. I also really enjoyed having other girls around me that were so inspired by STEM, like me. How Tech Trek changed my thoughts about the future is, I've always really loved this STEM program, but I've never really thought of having a career in one. But now after Tech Trek, I am planning to follow in the footsteps of my uncle and become a software engineer. What we did in our free time was play volleyball, basketball, free tag, and a lot more. We also had a little circle where one person played the ukulele and we all just sang Riptide. It's pretty fun. My core class was robotics. I had already taken robotics in my school, Blue Heron, but these robots were so much more advanced and they were made out of Legos. I love Legos. And hopefully in the future I will be lucky enough to come back as a counselor and see how much this camp has changed.
Hi. I'm really nervous, but I'm all. I'm Serena Johnston, and I also attended Tech Trek with these girls. I found Tech Trek to be such an amazing and enriching experience that I'll never forget because throughout the week we did so many amazing things and learned so many things that you would never learn in school the way we did. My core class was physics, where we learned about matter, density, and buoyancy, and we built a miniature hot air balloons that went up to about 200 feet, and I got to keep my groups. So we made it out of tissue paper, and then we filled it up with hydrogen, I believe. But it went up to one of the coolest things about Tech Trek was you got to be on a college campus, so you got to see sort of what it was like to be in college and to live in the dorms and to go to the cafeteria and to go to all the classes and have a little more freedom than you would in school because all the teachers trusted you and you still had to be around them, but you were more responsible for yourself, which I liked. It was nice at Tech Trek because in school you can look at a book and learn about something, but at Tech Trek whenever we did things, we did it with real examples and we really thoroughly understood how everything worked. By the end of Tech Trek, I'd met so many amazing people and I still talk to them and we're gonna have a little reunion. And it was just such an amazing experience and I'm so glad I did it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hope O'Neilly. I had so much fun at Tech Trek this past summer. At first, I was nervous to go away to sleepaway camp for a whole week. But when I got to the PLU campus, this changed. Being in camp with 99 other girls my same age, who shared similar interests, were amazing. The teachers and staff were all very understanding and supportive. I was having so much fun at camp with my tight schedule that I didn't have time to get home. I made lots of friends in just a week at Tech Trek. I'm still in touch with lots of girls and we're actually planning a reunion. I would really enjoy going back to Tech Trek as a camper, but I'll have to go back as a counselor instead. One of the most amazing things we did at camp was a field trip. There were 3 field trips you could go on, and I decided to go on the Mount Rainier Glacier hike. We hiked the steep hills up to Paradise. The scenery was so beautiful. We could see Mount Adams from where we were standing, and it was fun to think about people on Mount Adams looking over to Mount Rainier. I like playing in the snow because we rarely get snow in PT. We saw marmots, ground squirrels, and chipmunks. When we were on campus, my core class was forensics. We learned about lots of things, including the different court systems. We took our fingerprints with real fingerprint powder, which was super hard. And we also lifted them off of glass, looked at hair under a microscope, and learned about blood types. We tested the blood types to see who was at the crime scene, and we also did DNA testing. This was a wonderful opportunity that opened my eyes to the future. I would like to give a big thank you to all the sponsors who helped make it possible for me and girls like me to go to Tech Trek.